the TV sheriff is here with his trail buddies for some video mixing magic. Did we say this would make more sense today? Yeah, psych. Plus, what if you had Jedi powers? Or more importantly, what if I had Jedi powers? Oh, the Force is with me. And it's with Kevin and Sarah, too. But this is my read, so screw them. And get ready to drool over a hack that turns your PSP into a remote control for iTunes. Now get out your multi-pass and hitch a ride to Flossed in Paradise with Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
Oh, the poor balloon, man.
Mr. Balloon Face?
I wasn't expecting that twist.
There's a lot of anger running through the halls here, but I didn't think it'd be,
Anything we can do to take out our aggression that isn't on this show is good, but occasionally it sneaks in.
Well, I want to know where they got that knife.
Yeah, kitchen. That's where they keep them. Welcome to the show, everyone. Attack of the Show. You have a good weekend? It's Monday.
I did.
Yeah?
Well rested.
Nice.
I was in the Poconos. That's in
Is
Pennsylvania.
that a real place?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I thought you were kidding
rolling
earlier.
hills of Pennsylvania.
And what goes on in the rolling hills?
People fly lawnmowers.
I'm assuming we're going to see that later on
Yes.
on the show?
Yes.
Good.
Sometime in the near future.
Good. Set your
Don't want to
TiVos.
give away too much.
Set your TiVo to record near future, and
Right.
we'll catch the lawnmower flying. Very nice. Sarah, Miss Lane, any weekend stories? Anything crazy?
I went and saw a comedy show that was very fun, very LA.
Yeah?
But it was funny, so
Okay.
that was successful.
What does very LA mean?
You know how there's like so much comedy, so many comedians and stand-up stuff, and
Ugh.
it's all over the place. And you
Yeah.
think like, it's a cheeseball, but it's really funny. So, yeah.
So these people that thought they were funny actually were.
Yeah, they weren't.
Because that's not very LA comedy. I've seen a couple shows. And
No, but the whole just going and going to the show, and there's all these people there, and everyone kind of knows each other and stuff. It's
Very
fun.
nice.
Good
Cool.
times.
Cool. What do you have coming up on the show today?
Well, Monday is a day for things that bling, gems of the internet.
Things that bling.
Is that?
I just made that up. I just made that up right now.
Oh, really? That was good.
Totally improv. A
See,
comedian.
she sees one show and now she's a pro. It happens.
What is bling again?
It's
Come on,
Google
Brendan.
it. Google it, Brendan.
Stop
All
it.
right.
Stop it.
Speaking of the bling, horrible transition, Engadget has posted shots of the Xbox 360. Here they are. Everybody's talking about it. Now, apparently, I said speaking of the bling because this is the most unflashy console I've ever seen in my life. But here it is right here. I'm teasing it with the mouse cursor for you folks at home. Now, this apparently was taken with a camera phone at the Xbox little launch event here in LA. I think it was at the taping for the MTV special that's coming up. And you can clearly see the place for the hard drive attachment. You can see the white controller.
The iToy? Is that right?
Well, yeah, their version of the iToy.
like, right?
Yes,
I like that.
the X Toy and apparently some sort of Xbox Live headset. I don't know if it's like a new version. Hopefully better than the last one, which was miserable.
Does it look large to you?
It does. I mean,
big.
it's twice the size of the human head model.
Yeah.
But my thing is that, like, if you look at it, it looks bland. And so everybody's saying, well, that's because they're selling skins and snap-on little like placeholder kind of things for the face of the unit. It's customizable.
So with I see.
Yeah, like you can snap on
Why
an
don't
extra
they
face
show off
plate.
a white one?
And I don't
Wow.
know. I don't think. I think they're waiting to surprise us at E3 with the fact that it's customizable. But no one cares.
Be still my heart, Kevin.
Yeah. You can customize your console. All right.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's show and tell day today.
Oh.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to show you.
get the blur bar ready.
Bear with me. It's
Oh.
kind of heavy. This is a virtual surround sound speaker, Kevin. And you know why I say virtual? Because it's got one.
Oh, okay. So it's not really
Box.
multiple speakers.
No, as you can see, it's one box right here. And these are actually these little holes. Those are 42 separate speakers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what is it? It's using these and I guess hitting them in certain ways that bounce the sound off your walls.
You can
and-
set it if you have a very large room, you have a very small room. You can set to whatever dynamic room you have, and it'll bounce off the walls and kind of it replicates the actual surround sound.
Very nice. And apparently it does it well. Like our labs tested this and pretty much fell in love with it.
5 out of 5.
That's a perfect
kind of
score,
rare.
actually.
5 out of 5. You can't get higher than 5 stars if you've got a 5-star scale.
Right. If that's your limit, you can't go past.
You cannot. 5 would be the penultimate.
And should point out here 2 speakers on either side. These are apparently these subwoofers.
Right.
I think the only issue here is that it's pretty small to be a subwoofer, so you might need an external subwoofer to go with it, which it supports as well. So
Yes.
very nice little device.
Best of CES.
5 out of 5.
Best of CES, Kevin. Can you say that?
Best of CES.
I can't.
That's amazing.
Okay, moving this way.
Sarah, what do you think of the speaker?
It's big.
There you have it. I mean, that's Sarah Lane reviews audio hardware.
I'm just
Moving on.
saying.
It is. You're right.
Brendan can barely hold it.
Can we? Come on, I'm uncomfortable. Now, I woke up this morning, looked outside the window, which I don't normally do because the outside scares me, and I noticed it was overcast, looked a little cold.
That's even scarier.
I was confused. This is Los Angeles. It's supposed to be sunny and brilliant and beautiful and perfect. I had a simple question, Brendan.
What is that?
Was I going to need a jacket? How was I supposed to know without actually going outside? Well, now?
Other than calling your mother?
Well, yeah, no, she doesn't know. She said, "Oh, it's raining here." I'm like, "Okay, Mom."
Wear a
thanks.
jacket. It's cold outside, Kevin.
Is that your mom?
No, it's your mom.
Okay, she's from Jersey, apparently. Fair enough. There's a website now, doineedajacket.com. You can go there, just type in here. I'll type in, let's get our little zip code. Oh, hey, it'll help if I type in.
Don't most of them have 5?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
They
okay.
do. So I can select, my city.
No.
And here it's saying, no, hey, look, you don't need a jacket. It'll tell you why.
Cavalier.
But it's simple. That's what I like. If you type "Do I need a jacket" into Google, it's going to take you to like shopping sites and try to convince you want to be a members only kind of guy. No, I just want to know if I need to wear a jacket outside.
What about if it's really cold? Wouldn't you need a parka? Maybe do I need a parka?
What is good about this is that earlier I did try the zip code where my mother resides, and it said you needed a jacket, and it'll tell you why, and it said because it's windy. In fact, and it'll tell you the miles per hour. So it's up to you to decide what type of jacket you need, but the site will guide you in the step of deciding if you need one at all.
Okay.
The internet is a brilliant, beautiful thing, Brendan, and it's sites like this that really, really make me appreciate it.
I like that. Simple.
Do I need a jacket?
And the answer is no.
The answer is no. Now, if you've got tech problems, then we've got tech solutions. All you have to do is call. The number is 800-839-7880, and you can... he's air dialing.
I love doing that. I always wanted to.
He can't play the guitar. Email us at our web form at g4tv.com/askaots.
Or if you prefer to type or just have a pathological fear on the phone, you can go to our chat rooms, chat.g4tv.com, and you can ask questions that way.
Very nice. Coming up, the TV sheriff and his trail buddies will be here to give your senses a pistol whipping. Woo! TV sheriff and the trail buddies are maybe some of the most bizarre people we've ever had on the show. And anyone who watches this show knows that's saying something. They turn live video mixing into an entirely new performance art, so consider yourself warned. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for TV sheriff and the trail buddies.
Network MC, the TV sheriff is me. Video Ape is my B, and the prospector is T. He mixed the A with the B. MVP Video Network stars. We are the MVP Video Network stars. Let's mix it up, baby. Yeah! Come on, Video Ape! TV Sheriff, and TV Sheriff, and Video Ape. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to your television the 1985 World Video Mixing Primetime Champion, the 6-time medalist in the Super Boogie Roller Boogie Worldwide Mega Tournament, a 3 years running Extra Max Value Premium Jiffy Lube customer, an underground Chicago-style super all-time Bad Ape rapper, the one and only, the ultra mental manimal, the pink, the bad, and the ugly. Television, will you please welcome the Video Ape? I know a smelling TV junkie. The video ape, he's a pink primetime primate, and he's naked. The video ape, he's a cool hand ape, VHS popping tapes in. The video ape, the video ape, the video ape. It's time to rewind to the video ape. Video ape, keep the tape rolling. Video ape, let the tape ride. Video ape, play the tape showing. Video ape, let the tape ride. Video ape, the video ape.
Baby, you're a smashing success. You are going to get some serious action from that mop-looking kind of business, baby.
I know a monkey, funky smelling junkie TV. He's a primate, pink prime time, and he's naked. He's a cool HS, cool ape, popping tapes in. The video ape, the video ape. The video ape, and kind and rewind to the video ape.
All right, don't go away. The TV Sheriff and the Trail Buddies will be back to show us how they do whatever it is that they do. Just stick around. All right, this band of crazy characters has appeared all around the world with their special brand of video mixing mayhem, and now we're going to learn exactly how they do it. TV Sheriff, we just saw a little bit of your intro that you do.
That's just the intro. You wouldn't let us play our show properly because there's laws in the land, unfortunately.
And those the type of content that you normally show, the laws are protecting that. What kind of content is that?
Well, it's copyright law type things, and, you know, just like this mustache, it has a copyright, for example.
Right.
It has to be copyrighted. No one's allowed to... Sorry about that.
Fair enough.
No one's allowed to touch it, my mustache, except for me. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
But you guys are ripping TV. You're taking videos and commercials, and then you're using them in your shows.
That's right, and it would... it would be a law
That
issue,
crazy copyright
but
on your
we're
lip
so
is
much.
acting
I
up
know my
again.
copyright is falling off.
Yeah.
My excuse me, sorry, it's actually my eyebrow, but normally it is a copyright law issue, but we're not about law. We're about justice. Justice for the enslaved television humanity. It's time to.
How do you bring your justice to the people? What are the tools that you're using to do this?
Well, we use video instruments. This one is a cornputer doohickey thing, which I got a bunch of wires and stuff. And it's using a software program system that they call VJam Pro. That was designed by the Cold Cut VJ outfit, DJ VJ outfit.
Very nice. Now, and that's a software that tells it, okay, when I hit this key, play this video. And
that's right, it does that.
Prospector, what are you using exactly?
I got a special Eddie Roll V4, and it allows me to mix audio and video.
Very nice. And you do it well, Prospector.
Thank you very much.
In order to preserve the TV justice out there, though, our lawyers, they care about justice, but they care more about not getting sued.
Right.
So we've given you some content from our show, and you've prepared a little demo for us? Is that
That's doodly right.
Okay. If we could get to that, this is the TV Sheriff and his
All right,
Trail
I'll
Buddies.
give you a little show how it works. You just got to push down this button right here. If you push down the button, it's going to play some sort of video.
Very nice.
So I got a bunch of clips from the show, and we're going to do a little live remix using a little video magic monkey business.
All right, well then let's hear it.
So come on, we need a little monkey business, and then we're going to kick it out. Kick me some monkey, baby. Kick up that monkey. Here we go. kind of, you never know what's going to happen when you push the button.
Never know. So it's all incredibly live and
very live
and unrehearsed.
Very unrehearsed.
Very nice.
Improvisation.
It's brilliant stuff, guys. And maybe Video Ape can help us out with where we can find more.
Right, maybe we have a hard time understanding him ourselves. Our manager Eric Fensler does translate for him.
Oh, great.
So whatever he said,
Eric?
Yes. http://www.tvsheriff.com.
All right, thanks for the translation. And thank you so much for the performance, guys.
Well, thank you, my man. I can't take it. Thank you, television, for being such a fabulous thing.
All right, I'm concerned now. For more info on this wacky gang, visit tvsheriff.com. And there's the video madness for you. Spoiler warning, folks. There's more coming up. Sarah has today's news stories cornered in the feed. And next, the dark side leads to many powers some would consider to be unnatural. Welcome back. We've still got nearly 50% more show left. How about that?
And 2 more cowboys.
Yes, with working mustaches. We've got a nifty PSP iTunes hack to show you, which they're all going to enjoy.
And Sarah's ready almost to reveal her priceless, Kevin, gems of the internet.
Gems of the internet. They are priceless.
And don't forget, tomorrow's Boost Mobile Live music guest is Lyrics Born.
Woo! It'll be good times. Yeah, can't. Now, with episode 3 coming out next week and the video game already here, Brendan, I kind of feel like a kid in a candy store, owned and operated and manned by George Lucas. But I also got to thinking, wouldn't it be great if we all had Jedi powers?
It would.
So you can see why I really think this is a cool website. I mean, you gotta love it.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's okay, but it's certainly not the best site I've seen in a long time. It's actually kind of dumb. I gotta be honest.
No, actually, this is a very cool website.
This is a really cool website.
Yeah, I knew you'd see my way. I mean, it's got great.
No. This website sucks.
This website actually does kind of suck a little. Wait, no!
Sucks a lot.
No, Kevin, you are an idiot.
I am a bit of an idiot.
Yes,
I am a bit. No, and you know, you mod like a little girl.
I do like to mod little girls.
No!
Oh.
You're a little monkey boy who likes to be spanked. You are a monkey boy who likes to be spanked.
I like
to spank him. See, you're a dirty man. You're a dirty sick man.
Quit hitting yourself.
No,
Quit hitting yourself.
You quit hitting yourself.
Oh.
Quit hitting yourself.
Quit rubbing nipples.
I'm not rubbing
Yes,
my
you are.
I'm going to kill you. Oh, God.
Oh.
Sarah, please.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons, no match for a good blaster your side, kid. You said it, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing you don't live in a galaxy long time ago and far away, Kevin.
No, it's a good thing. Video game is already out. Awesome, good times. And the movie's coming out next week, which is sweet. And I'm hoping by then that these scars from the lightning bolts will heal. Thanks for that, Sarah.
Yeah, she's a good emperor.
She is. A little too good, actually.
Yeah, like that.
A little too good.
Hissing?
Yeah, it hurt. Let's move on.
Okay, let's send over to her for the feed. You may fire when ready.
Okay, there's a new virus out there called the Sober P, and in stark contrast to its name, it'll tear through your computer like Gary Busey trying to find the last Heineken, and that's bad. Experts have determined that the Sober P already accounts for 5% of all email traffic, and it works by turning off Symantec's antivirus protection and the Microsoft Windows XP firewall. Now, it arrives in the form of an attachment to emails usually written in English or German. The most widely reported messages claim that the recipient has one free ticket to the 2006 World Cup. The English version, we think, uses World Series tickets as a hook, since that's like our version of the World Cup, but we don't let any other countries play. But enough about us. Primary schools in England have found a way to cut educational costs, and it involves a big piss off to Bill Gates and the operating system he rode in on. According to the analysis conducted by the British Educational Communications and Technology Association, schools can cut their computer costs by nearly half if they stop buying and operating and supporting Microsoft products and use free open-source software instead. Now, this, of course, could seriously undermine Microsoft's hold on the education market. A spiteful Gates is reportedly working on a new version of Clippy that doesn't help you, even if you ask for it. No, whatever. Format the letter yourself. You obviously don't need my help anymore. You might say something like that. A Denver woman recently went to Circuit City to trade up her computer. She asked the employees if they'd kindly copy her personal files from the old one to the new one. Fair enough, right? Now, the store, these are people who need a conference call to determine which aisle the blank CDs are on. So what could possibly go wrong? At first, seemingly nothing. Circuit City delivered her new desktop with all of her files loaded up. She's very happy. Only problem was they didn't delete them from her old computer before reselling it. And then the woman got a phone call from the guy who purchased it saying he now had access to private writings and photographs and other personal information. Not surprisingly, Circuit City is now facing a hefty lawsuit. Won't do that again. And finally, if we said that a certain state with a reputation for large telemarketing and email centers and a long-standing image as a place for shady business was the country's largest source of spam, would you be surprised? And would you be even less surprised if we told you it was Florida? That's right. The Sunshine State's Broward, Palm Beach, and Miami-Dade counties are home to more spammers than any other country on Earth. Spam House, and that sounds like a German nihilist group, but it's actually an internet watchdog association. They've located hundreds of hardcore spammers in Florida, and they found that most of them fall less on the annoying product pitch side of the fence and more on the criminals and predators seeking potential victims side. South Florida has been a hotbed of phone and computer scams since the 80s, so much so that a stretch of federal highway in Boca Raton is now known as Maggot Mile. Wow. Who knew? That's the feed for today. Try the veal and don't forget to tip your waitress.
Boom.
Yeah.
You know what? It's the heat, Kevin. That's why the people down in Florida are going nuts. They all wear,
everything it is?
They wear sandals and they wear cutoff shorts 365 days a year. Wouldn't that make you crazy?
I just don't get the correlation between heat and being a spam hotbed.
You got nothing else to do. I mean, get rich quick schemes, Kevin.
Fair enough.
They have no dividers between their lawns. They have alligators running free.
All right. So that's what it is. Instead of wrangling alligators, we're just going to spam people incessantly.
Yeah.
All right. That's actually probably one of the best
explanations
I've heard in a while. Okay. So there you have it. It's spam tips from Brendan Moran. Stay away from Florida.
Get inside. Turn the AC on.
When our show returns from the land of ad slogans, we've got a special edition of Sarah's Gems of the Internet, rated NC-17.
Really?
Yeah, that's all I'm actually comfortable with explaining right now.
And next, a PSP hack that lets you control your music collection from anywhere in your house. PSP, is there anything you can't do? Love it.
The feed is brought to you by Doritos. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, don't wait to be great. Visit INNW.com.
There's a lot of PSP hacks out there, right, Brendan?
There are.
There's a ton.
I've seen a lot on the internet.
Would you say a boatload?
Yes, I would.
All right, there's a boatload of hacks out there, and today we're going to show you one that's actually useful. At least the guy who wrote that thinks it is. But fair enough. We're going to control iTunes with the PSP. Now, this could be useful. So here's how it works. First of all, let me just mention that you need the Wipeout Pure. This is like the gateway drug for all PSP hacks. If you don't have the Wipeout Pure because it has access to the web browser, which takes you online, you're not getting anywhere.
What does this do for you, though?
Well, it gives you Wipeout Pure has a function that allows you to look for updates online, which loads this web browser.
No,
so what we've done is on our Mac here, we're running a program that fakes the DNS. So what happens is that your PSP goes out onto the web and it's looking for the Wipeout servers, but it's not finding them. The computer's saying, no, look here. And the trick is where we're pointing it to.
Yes.
Okay, you want to know where we're pointing it to?
I'm going to say iTunes.
Yeah, we're pointing it to a wonderful little hack that makes it work. So first of all, you're going to need OS 10. Okay. Again, you turn it into a web server. That's done and done. Now, KingTunes is a program. Let me pull that up so you can see it. Let me see. Or KongTunes, excuse me. So KongTunes is a program that publishes what your iTunes is currently playing to like your website. So if you have a blog and you want people to see what music you're listening to, you run the KongTunes. So what we're doing is we're running a little script that someone did using AppleScript that tells your PSP through the web browser to control iTunes.
I see.
Okay, and then we're using KongTunes to update it and show what it looks like. So here, I'm just going to show you.
Okay.
So it's a little confusing. It's not for the faint of heart, but here's the PSP main screen here. Notice it says a tag of the show. We can click on in here. It loads up, and bam, we've got a lovely iTunes-esque looking skin that shows us exactly what we're playing right now in our iTunes library. So I can go and select different functions, like can change the volume, but here, let me jump ahead in the song. I'll hit next. And you'll hear it change, and you'll see it change on the iTunes as well.
Can you do everything that you'd be able to do on like a iPod or something like that? Or?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can.
You know what I mean? Like, is it easy to see?
You can select different playlists.
Yeah.
You can, and as a refresh here, we'll see that the song title's updated on the PSP to reflect what's going on in the iTunes. Again, you can change the volume. You can run the different playlists. So, I mean, you really have full functionality over your iTunes. So if you put speakers all around your house or whatever, now you can control the party right from here.
Not bad, Kevin. I'm impressed.
Bad. So here, take a look at some of the hardware or software that we're running.
KongTunes.
We've got KongTunes going on, and
you need OS X.
You need the OS X. Oh man, the Mac fans will hate you for saying that. And in addition to that, so here's what the script looks like. Again, it's just simple, very simple Apple script. It's telling the application iTunes to play the next track. That's what that button is. Or it's telling it to pause. Really simple stuff. The hardest part, of course, is turning your computer into that DNS server to trick the Wipeout Pure browser to go there. But it's very cool. In fact, the real program itself, the hack that was done, doesn't look nearly as nice as what we've got here. This little iTunes S skin.
Yes.
We've made that available on our website. So if you want to do this, it's now pretty for you.
Excellent.
We've done the legwork, Brendan.
Yeah, the guy who did his homework.
He's good. He does his stuff.
He does okay.
He knows his stuff.
Does all right.
Get the links and the detailed instructions and our iTunes skin for the PSP,
like Kevin just mentioned,
in today's show notes. They're all there.
I hope you're ready for some serious ice, Kevin, because the gems of the internet are about to blind your ass with bling.
Wow. About to be blinded.
Are you excited?
I'm nervous. I like vision. It's good.
Okay, good. You're not going to be blinded, actually.
Okay.
But you might be surprised and possibly amazed.
Oh, well.
Gems of the internet. First one. You ever get annoyed when you go over to your friend's house and they've got like the kitty litter in the bathroom and you're kind of stinky, kind of weird?
Yeah, definitely.
Just wish I didn't have to see it.
Absolutely.
Well,
I've thrown many a cat off balcony for that.
You know what?
I meant cat owner off balcony.
That I can get on board with that.
All right. So.
Okay, but there is a gem called the Litter Quitter, and that's going to teach your cat to actually use the big people toilet. That's right. So what you're looking at a three-step process here. Here's the actual toilet. What you do is you first get the cat to just get comfortable using the litter box with the kitty litter and all that stuff, just right on top of the toilet. And then gradually you move up. You move up to, there's a small hole, the cat's not afraid anymore. Then you get a little bit bigger, then the cat's just fine.
Right.
And if you don't really believe me, if you're going like, what cat would ever do that? Why don't you take a look at Dougal, the Burmese cat, actually using it? And look how happy Dougal is.
Look, I was going to be all psyched.
Having a great time.
Dougal's
a big guy.
I was going to be all psyched for the gems today, but like walking into a friend's apartment and seeing the kitty litter tray is one thing. Walking into the men's room and seeing the cat on the John itself and
if
doing
a guy
its business.
that I knew had one of these and that cat used it, I would marry him.
Wow.
There you go. Gem number 2.
High standards.
Gem number 2. You a fan of the library? The big library with all the history and the artifacts?
With the books and the Dewey Decimal thing?
Come on.
They serve a purpose.
It's nice. There's history involved,
if you don't know what the internet is.
However, I feel that until I stumbled upon this next gem, there was a real lack of condiment museums, a library of condiments, because condiments are very important. There's so many. They help us. They make our food taste better.
They do?
Now we've got one. It's called the Condiment Packet Museum. Why don't you look along this line here? Soy sauce, barbecue sauce, hot sauce, salads, honey, salt and pepper, and just pick one. Just pick one.
Anyone at all? I mean, really?
Anyone at all.
Wow, you're confident in the gem. I want to see different types of mayo. I didn't know that they made multiple types.
Well, click on mayo, and there you go. Now, these aren't just, this isn't just like, oh, and here's the best foods mayo packet.
Okay.
Here's the best foods, from 10 years ago, and here's the one today. Because the logo's changed so much.
This is a museum. They need to...
And if you click on them, they get bigger. Wow. And you see what it really looks like up close. I know, it's crazy.
It's like a packet of mayonnaise. Wow.
But it's like, I've always wanted to do this myself, and now I don't have to because somebody else put so much thought into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So much thought.
That is a bit of a gem. I'll give you that. That is a bit of a gem.
Okay, and the third one, we've been talking a lot about Star Wars, obviously.
Yes.
Not to be outdone. There's a lot of Star Wars toys coming out. Figurines.
A
lot of merch. A lot of swag. But nothing as grand as the Star Wars Darth Vader sprinkler.
What?
Yeah, no. It's an actual sprinkler, and when it goes around in circles with the water spraying and everything, Vader kind of looks like he's having a lightsaber fight.
I'm hitting it.
So if you just, there you go. That's it in action. You see the water and you see the Vader, and it's kind of like 3D almost.
Yeah.
You put that in your front yard, you run that sprinkler.
Put it on like a Jar Jar slip and slide.
The girls will be running towards you.
Wow.
They will.
It's a little geek party.
Come on now, wouldn't you love that?
It's a little
odd. Would you play
odd.
in it? Would you? Whoops.
It's just kids like to sit on sprinklers, and I don't know if Darth's that kind of guy, and the lightsaber might hurt. I don't know. It happens.
Kevin,
it's an interesting gem, though.
It's $19. Would you at least buy it for me for my birthday?
I will.
I really want to please.
Between that and the kitty toilet thing, absolutely. You have an amazing birthday lined up for you.
Good gems, but I mean, when are they not? It's Monday after all. You can find all these links plus previous gems at g4tv.com/the Sarah Lane Files. Because this stuff is so bizarre, it never really goes out of style. Don't you agree, Kevin?
No, what's a gem, always a gem.
What's a gem, always a gem. Like, try it out. Woo! Coming up after the break, we'll take your questions and any donations you want to make to our Save the Tech Tykes pledge drive. It's a sorority thing you wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't at all. Mm-hmm. And I've got a spooky first 50. Ooh, it's going to be spooky. Ooh. See, that's spooky, right? Steven Johnson, the author of Everything Bad is Good for You, will show us how video games are actually making us smarter. Yeah, we'll buy that. Plus, we cut the cord and let hip-hop superstar Lyrics Born loose in our studio. And finally, tomorrow promises to be Tuesday, and Chris Gore promises to bring us some Star Wars-tastic DVDs. 18-year-old Fiona Belly recently moved away from college. Fiona is very much the quiet type who masks her inner strength. She is gifted with extremely sharp wits. She rarely expresses emotions and appears more mature than her actual age.
Keep reading.
But when she smiles, Brendan, she smiles from her heart, and her charm easily wins people over. Yeah, slow week, folks.
It's like the
it's a slow week.
It's like letters to the editor in a magazine, which I won't name.
A little steamy inside the manual of today's First 50. It's a little survival horror number called Haunting Ground. So, backstory on this bad boy is...
Is this the girl?
Yeah,
I've heard so much about already?
When she smiles from the heart, Brendan. And then bleeds out of her ear, apparently.
Someone wrote that.
Yeah,
Kevin.
yeah,
Okay.
someone did, or poorly translated it.
Someone wrote that, and it wasn't a joke.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
So essentially, you are Fiona. There's a little bit of a car accident. Unfortunately, your parents don't survive.
Oh,
and you wake up in a castle, kind of freaked out, wondering what's going on. And there's that guy there.
Scantily clad.
Of course.
She's thrown to the ground.
Kevin, what? Well, she was running in a fear. So basically, the game is you walking around this castle trying to figure out what's going on, and that creepy ogre guy is chasing you the entire time.
Do you have to be the girl?
You have to be the girl, but that's okay. You don't mind if you're going to stare at a character on the screen. Why not the scantily clad blonde?
I don't know. I mean,
I know why I would want that.
She can't
why
run
wouldn't
as
you want
fast. She's going to be screaming and crying all the time.
That's what the tension is about. Because you can't run as fast. In fact, the game has a stamina system. Let me
see,
tell you
I
about how
would
it plays.
Okay.
Let me tell you a little bit about how it plays. So you're going from room to room looking for shiny objects, looking for keys, looking for every lame survival horror type thing that you have been for the last 10 or 15 years.
Right.
And that's how you progress. But then the ogre's going to pop out at some point and he's going to try and grab you. That's when you have to run away. Because you really don't have the tools or the powers to fight him.
So the idea is to run away.
Yes, like a scared little girl would.
From the monsters.
A scared, barely 18-year-old girl.
You can't shoot them at all? You just got to run away?
You do have powers. You do have things. You can set certain traps, and you can throw these little, like, kind of orbs at him to slow him down. But essentially, you have to run and hide. There are orbs. And there's chamomile to calm you down. Because when you spot the ogre, you freak out. And as you can see, like, the screen starts pulsing.
What about, like, Haagen-Dazs and
that's when the ogre dumps you. Then you just sit on your couch and cry for a week in the game. It's actually kind of fun. But here, there he is. You can see I was hiding. And then there's this whole dog thing as well. Because, when I see a video game, especially from Japan, and it's got a hot chick and a dog on it, I think, man, that's like a fetish site I visit on the internet. But it's actually a companion in the game that will help you get away from the ogre. You can praise him and pet him, and you can sick him on the ogre, and he'll buy you time by biting him.
She has a dog.
Yes, she finds him in the castle. The dog is tethered to a tree. You release him. You can give him beef jerky. It'll bring him back to health.
Yeah.
It'll calm your nerves.
So do you like this game,
No,
Kevin?
not at all, Brendan. I'm sorry. Listen, if shiny things distract you in such a way that they're enjoyable to pick up, then you have yourself a winner. Otherwise, the haunting ground, try it. It's a solid game, don't get me wrong. It's just the same thing I've been playing for years. Sorry.
Is it try it, buy it?
It's try it or buy it. I'm here or there.
Oh,
There's no,
it's thumbs up, thumbs down.
See? Except it's cooler than a thumbs up, thumbs down because someone already took that. So I have to say try it or buy it. Try it.
God, Kevin, you're smarter than I thought you were.
That's how I get around it. Little loopholes. It happens. Let's take some phone calls, Brendan.
All right.
Phil joins us on the phone from Cannonsburg, PA. Phil, you there? Phil?
Yes, I am here.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Not much. I'm just waiting to, I guess, ask my question.
Oh, well, your time
now's
has
your
come.
big chance, Phil.
First, Phil, let me ask you, what do you think of Brendan's shirt?
Yes, Phil.
I like orange. It's definitely cool.
There you go.
Phil, this is a pattern number. The girls in wardrobe made me wear it.
Let's not go into it. I'm just curious.
Okay.
I just what's your question, buddy?
I was wondering, what are the pros and cons of, Opera and Firefox?
Pros, you can search the internet.
Yes, they have. They render HTML. Each one does it, and quite nicely. They're both, different open source browsers. So the pro is that you're staying away from a Microsoft or an IE. You're going with something a little bit nicer that way. But there are many comparisons that are written up to compare all the browsers online. Essentially, they're each going to have different email programs. Firefox doesn't come bundled with one, but the Thunderbird works nicely with it.
Yes,
they're going to have differences like that.
They're just both better than IE.
I think that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my 2 cents.
Would you say try it or buy it then?
I would say buy it, baby.
See? It's a good system, right?
Buy it this way,
Boom!
right?
There you have it. Yeah, it's buy it's on that end. Josh joins us on the phone from Annapolis, Maryland. Josh, you there?
Hey guys, what's up?
Not much. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm a big fan of the show. Just like
Awesome.
that.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
I had a question.
All right, ask away.
I got a PSP, and all my Windows files, all my Windows Media Player files are in WMA. So I was looking for a way I could convert them to MP3 to get them on play on my PSP.
Can I ask, Josh, what in your right mind possessed you to have your collection in WMA? Were you just using Windows Media Player to rip your CDs, and that's why?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. Well, they have converters out there. A lot of companies are going to charge you for them, unfortunately. VCDhelp.com is the site that I kind of give out as the go-to for anything. And I know you're thinking it's a VCD site. How is that going to help me? They have many tutorials for the apps that you'll need to actually make that conversion.
What was that again, Kevin?
VCDhelp.com.
VCDhelp.com.
Yes. But Josh, it sounds like if you converted these to WMA yourself, that sounds like you legitimately own your collection.
Therefore,
and if that's the case, re-rip them as MP3s. Grab the new Windows Media Player 10. It has MP3 ripping ability in it. You can go up to 192K, which is just fine, and you'll be fine. That's what I would
Good
say.
answer, Kevin.
Yes, thank you. Jensen,
you there? From Long Beach, CA. Talk to us, buddy.
Hey, I was just wondering, do you guys have any idea what kind of hardware capabilities we'll be dealing with the Xbox 360?
Oh, the Xbox 360, yes. It's a next-gen console, but it's kind of based off current-gen hardware. So it's not going to have HD DVD support. It's not going to have Blu-ray. It's not going to have anything like that. That's going to be standard DVD9 support. But as far as hardware is concerned, it's going to have the latest graphics from ATI. It'll have I guess it's, the built-in hard drive will be there, so it'll play MPEGs, it'll play JPEG, it'll do all that kind of jazz. And next week's the week to know. I mean, that's when we're going to see the official specs. Everything up until now is like a rumor. We'll find out for sure next week.
Make sure you tune in for that, Kevin.
I'll be there at E3.
No, I was actually telling Josh.
Oh, okay. Well, you said my name, so it confused me. Sorry, look, I don't mean to get all aggro on you, Brendan, but it's just, I was a little confused, and I'm hurt.
If you leave now, you'll have no idea what happens in our IRC chat room. Check in, and everyone at work will laugh at you. Whoa, don't home roll with me,
buddy. It's not my thing. It's not what I do. But it felt right. Okay. It felt right. 2x2 guy? Hey! Huge gaming expo E3. It's almost here. And starting on Monday, May 16th, G4 is pulling its efforts to bring you the most extensive E3 coverage that you'll get anywhere.
May 16th.
Anywhere.
We'll be coming at you directly from the show floor with 4 days worth of 2-hour live E3 specials.
It's going to be so much fun.
That's gonna be,
And if you want more information on E3 itself, type the words e3insider.com, and the event's official site will magically appear in your browser. It's just that simple.
That is pretty simple.
It's going to be wall to wall.
People are starting to stress out around here about the whole E3 thing, but I think it's just going to be fun.
Not me. I feel great.
Because I'm kind of easygoing like that. Just chilling.
It's going to be a good time. Lots of games. It's going to be. This will probably be the best E3 in the history of all E3s.
That's a bold statement, Kevin.
Well, I'm going to back it up.
All right, you guys, back to what we're here for.
Yes.
Questions, ready?
Yes, let's do it.
G4 Dave says, which do you prefer, iTunes or Napster?
Good name, G4 Dave.
G4 Dave.
Well, that's nice.
iTunes.
Which do you prefer, iTunes or Napster?
Any particular reason?
Prettier? Yeah.
Yeah.
Works well?
Yeah, it's just...
Is it with the PSP?
Yeah, I don't mind spending the money.
I hate being the odd one out, but I would say Napster because I like their Napster to go thing. I don't care that I
Napster too,
I don't care that I don't own the the music. I just $15 a month, unlimited downloads. Great, I'm good to go.
But then they're all gone.
Well, just keep paying the $15.
Next.
Yes.
This isn't a fight.
I disagree.
Okay, no,
nobody's better than the other person.
Fine.
Point 5 asks, I heard that LCD screens aren't very good for gaming. Is this true?
When they first came out, yeah, that's definitely very true. But now the refresh rates on the monitors have gone down quite a bit.
Everybody's got an LCD screen. Right?
Yeah. It used to be that the refresh rates were slow, so that when you whip the mouse around in a first-person shooter, it would blur and get kind of washed out. Not the case now. If you get like sub 20 or sub 15 millisecond refresh, you're good to go.
Real quick, one last one. MLMMT3 asks, where can I download things from a PSP? I have a feeling that's supposed to read, that's Leet for something,
Probably.
his name.
Yeah, we don't have time to transcribe or...
Mimi or something like that.
On your computer, essentially. You download on your computer.
No,
and yes, it is.
From where?
Oh, from where? Well, it depends what you want to put on there. If you want MP3s or images, you probably have them. Get them from anywhere. And use the USB cable to transfer it to your PSP. Done and done.
All right. Good.
Good answer. Sorry, folks. The show's over. They only give us an hour.
Thanks to all our guests, the TV Sheriff, and the Trail Buddies.
Help those guys. Now's the time to enter the secret Attack of the Show code, and you can unlock my hidden costume.
What?
Do it now. Yeah. Now.
Today on X-Play, this is it. We review the biggest RPG of the year, Jade Empire. Plus,